Welcome to This Week in Astrology. This is episode number 685 for December 1 through 15, 2025. The first half of December features a Gemini full moon with a tight lunar node's grand cross. Then there's Neptune turning direct, lots of slower planets aspecting Mercury and Mars, and committed partnership healing opportunities with Juno. Before I continue, I want you to know that my Black Friday sale ends this Monday, December 1st. Save up to $100 on energy healing and spiritual guidance, including 5 new metaphysical modalities. You can also save up to $200 on astrology readings. Click the link in the show notes or go to astroshaman.com/Black Friday. These interpretations focus on major events and larger themes, but in the show notes, I linked to the day-by-day event listing in my written forecast. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm your host, Benjamin Bernstein. I record these forecasts as audio and video podcasts, so take your pick. The video podcast includes detailed chart graphics, which you can also see in my written forecasts at astroshaman.com. Be sure to subscribe to This Week in Astrology, and if you haven't already, be sure to click the link in the show notes for 2 chances to win a free Astrology Plus session with me each month. Look for section titles in the show notes so you can jump right to the part you want. As of December 1st, we have a waxing moon and 2 retrograde planets. See details and links to all this in the show notes. Alrighty. A full moon illuminates the sky on Thursday, December 4th at 6:14 p.m. That's 6:14 p.m. EST at 13 degrees 3 minutes Gemini. Any Gemini full moon is great for release, adjustment, culmination, or revelation around mental themes. These areas can include thinking, learning, teaching, writing, and any form of communication. Aspects. Most importantly, the sun and moon form a grand cross with the lunar nodes. This aspect pattern is very tight, with an orb or exactness of less than 1 degree. When the moon and sun are at right angles to the lunar nodes, as they are here, they're said to be at the bending of the nodes. This adds a karmic, fated quality, which can increase tension. You might have to take decisive action, even if things are less clear than you would like. The nodes tie this lunation to collective destiny and could stir up challenges that force you to redirect or release. The bending challenges you to break cycles, lean toward the growth and new learning of the North Node instead of repeating stale old patterns. The bending often forces recalibration. In Gemini, this may involve truth versus misinformation, communication breakdowns, or the need to change how you share knowledge and connect with others. Other aspects. A Moon-Neptune quintile can give you magical support for spiritual awakening and inspired creativity, as well as enhanced compassion and unconditional love. With the moon in Gemini, extra support is available for creative writing, fantastic imaginings, channeling, telepathy, and inspired elocution. A Ceres Neptune quintile can support enhanced abundance. And finally, a Moon Pallas Athena trine can make it easier to step into your feminine assertiveness. It can also help you be more strategic and add a harmonious flow to mediation and negotiation. This full moon Sabian symbol is 2 people at widely different points are in conversation with each other by means of telepathy. As I noted a moment ago, this was already one of the potentials of the Gemini full moon quintile Neptune. You could take this symbol as a literal invitation to connect with someone telepathically. This experience is more common than many people realize. Taken more broadly, this could be understood as an invitation to imagine what someone else thinks and believes, even if conceptually you are at widely different points. This can be tremendously helpful in deepening your understanding, sympathy, and compassion. Next, Neptune turns direct on Wednesday, December 10th at 7:23 a.m. EST. That's around 29.5 Pisces. The mystical planet turned retrograde nearly 5 months ago on July 4th. That was around 2 degrees Aries. This is an excellent time to start acting on Neptune's potentials. On the high side, Neptune supports spiritual awakening and inspired creativity. He can help you operate in the zone more easily, work more skillfully with your dreams, and cultivate more unconditional love and compassion. Be careful not to energize Neptune's dark side. This can include substance abuse, addiction, aimless drifting, or acting as a victim. Neptune is not operating alone. We are in a once-in-a-lifetime period when Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto are teaming up to create unimaginably potent challenges and opportunities. To learn about this Gods of Change mini grand trine, click the link in the show notes or go to astroshaman.com/gods of change. Mercury aspects. Mercury has the same meanings as Gemini and augments the power of the December 4th Gemini full moon with aspects to every slower planet. Your ability to think, learn, teach, write, and communicate will be especially strong December 6 through 13. This is when Mercury will aspect Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. The messenger god will also form two aspect patterns with these planets, a grand trine with Jupiter and Saturn, and a cradle with the three gods of change. These are soft aspect patterns, which should make it easier to work harmoniously with Mercury's mental potentials. The meaning of any of these particular aspects matters less than Mercury being supercharged by so many powerful aspects so close together. However, it is worth noting that Mercury's aspects to Uranus and Neptune are great for receiving intuitive guidance and brilliant ideas. For a list of all 9 Mercury events in the first half of December, click the link in the show notes or go to astroshaman.com/forecast. Mars aspects. Like Mercury, Mars also aspects all the slower planets except Pluto during the first half of December. Mars' period of greatest power is December 5th through the 14th, when he aspects Chiron, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. When he's behaving well, Mars can boost your power as a warrior, pioneer, sexual being, or entrepreneur. But all these Mars aspects except one are challenging, so be sure to steer clear of his low side. This can include anger, rage, violence, and harmful impulsiveness or sexuality. For a list of all 7 Mars events in the first half of December, click the link in the show notes or go to astroshaman.com/forecast. Juno aspects. Healing in committed partnerships is harmoniously supported by a Juno-Chiron trine, Juno 23 Sagittarius, Chiron 23 Aries, on Tuesday, December 9th. This healing can also benefit from breakthroughs and good fortune thanks to a finger of God, or Yod, with Juno, Jupiter, and Uranus. This emphatic aspect pattern with Juno at the focal point starts December 11th, peaks on the 17th, and ends on the 22nd. And that's it for this half of the month, a little less than usual. But coming in my December 16 through 31 forecast, we have a heavily aspected new moon in Sagittarius, Jupiter square Chiron, the winter solstice chart, and more. As a reminder, my Black Friday sale ends this Monday, December 1st. Save up to $100 on energy healing and spiritual guidance, including those 5 new metaphysical modalities, and save up to $200 on astrology readings. Click the link in the show notes or go to astroshaman.com/Black Friday. Again, the sale ends tomorrow as I record this on Sunday. So if you're hearing this in time, I urge you to take advantage of these really low prices. Are you ready to accelerate your healing and awakening with the support of a heart-centered community that embraces and supports you? Awakening Plus is your affordable online sanctuary for profound transformation, with at least a dozen live Zoom events each month and an ever-growing archive of over 875 life-changing events. Wow. You'll have powerful support at your fingertips whenever you want it. You'll also get 24/7 access to a vibrant community, personalized guidance, and 6 in-depth courses designed to help you awaken, heal, and thrive. Curious? Tap the link in the show notes or visit awakeningplus.com. That's awakeningplus.com, and put your spiritual awakening on the fast track. Thank you for being here. Once again, I am Benjamin Bernstein with astroshaman.com. I can serve you with astrology readings, energy healing and spiritual guidance, one-of-a-kind life coaching, and deep dive trauma healing. And as I mentioned, I run the Awakening Plus online membership. You can learn more about all this and more at astroshaman.com. Please reach out if you have any questions. My email is benjamin@astroshaman.com. My number for voice and text is 828-338-9852. I would love to connect with you. We are wrapping up. If I have earned it, please leave me a 5-star rating, review, or comment wherever you're getting this episode to help others discover it. Thanks again for spending this time with me. I wish you infinite blessings as the stars light your way.